As we approach the end of the year, this update leads to speculation whether we're seeing the final update for CS2 in 2023. But let's go through this update and also what's being worked on behind the scenes right after Skin Baron. Skin Baron is a German-based skins marketplace that can offer prices as low as 30% than those on the Steam market. The browsing experience is very intuitive with organized categories at the top with previews, handy filter options ready for you, and selling is very easy. A click is all it takes to adjust the fees. The best thing is that selling skins here instead of the Steam market means getting actual money which can go directly to your bank account. There's a lot of features to help you find the exact skin you're looking for. Also make sure you scout the front page as you'll find some exciting deals there. Make sure you click the link below to explore Skin Baron's marketplace for skins, the sponsor of this video. Now fair warning, I'm sick and I feel like shit, so I'm gonna save my breath as much as I can. Let's head straight to the update. Starting January 1st, you'll be able to claim the new 2024 service medals, which would officially be the first medals for CS2. For anyone new to service medals, by playing and earning XP in Valve's official game modes, you can level up your profile, and once you hit rank 40, you have the option to reset your rank to 1 in exchange for a service medal. You can do this multiple times, and each time you do it, you'll get the same medal but in a different color, kind of like Prestige in Call of Duty games. For 2024, we have 6 medals, and just as previous years, you'd have to reset your rank 6 times to reach the final medal, which is the red one. Fun fact, in CSGO, I haven't heard of anyone reaching the red one. There's even speculation that people with the red one are cheaters, so it makes it easier for Valve to ban them. Not only that, but Faceit or other third-party platforms will not give you XP since you're not playing on Valve's own servers. So you can imagine how service medals weren't really a big achievement because of this. Hopefully that changes with CS2. Now with every year that we get service medals, I always give this advice. If you're already rank 40, do not claim this year's service medal. Since we're so close, keep your rank and claim the service medal for 2024 to get a head start on that year. In this update, we also see added shell eject effects for shotguns, and Jackie is once again here to save the day by giving us his beautiful comparisons. I'm surprised this only came now. Either way, the update introduced them back. The next change is with the behavior of dropped weapons. Now this doesn't affect weapons that you send to teammates when holding down control. It's when you're filthy rich and buy stuff to yourself. Those weapons will now properly stack below you. In this update, they also clarified that they fixed multiple exploits that allowed adding non-text data into UI labels. They're referring to the infamous HTML injection vulnerability in player names. However, this was already fixed before this update. Valve are just confirming it here, so don't get confused thinking that this is the update that fixed it. It was already fixed 3 days ago. Speaking of fixing, they fixed an issue that prevented some older demos from working. This was something my friend told me about just recently, so it's nice to see a fix for it. These two are pretty cool. They added the ability to add a friend by using their friend code, and they added a lister for multiple lobby invites. Before this update, the invites appeared one after another. This update sorts them by a list. Credits to D3Eyes for this screenshot. This particular update was really good. The final patch note before the map updates is for the community stickers to better match CSGO. This has been an ongoing case and a long roadmap, and even months after the game's release, we still have skins and stickers that just don't look as good. Hopefully we're close to the finish line. On to the map changes, which revolves around Ancient and Overpass. Starting with Ancient, something that wasn't mentioned in the patch notes was the lowering of this. I have no idea what to call it, but it must have certainly caused some nade clippings. Speaking of nade clippings, I know for a fact that smoking short from Cave felt so unreliable that most of us use this bounce lineup to smoke short, and this is no longer needed since the clipping is much better after this update. Now Overpass seems to have gotten a lot of somewhat interesting patch notes, and there are some visual changes on the map, like how certain areas are darker and have more contrast now, but the most talked about fluff on this map still exists. For example, this clip by Pokehair Linishin, sorry for that, sees some kind of shadow at the other end of the tunnel, which can be mistaken by an enemy. I looked at it with today's update, and that's still something that appears. Another thing that we've seen on this map are glidable surfaces, like this clip by Nick. It's still possible to do, but I think it's just not as effective. Another example was this peak down monster, and that's also not possible to glide or do as effectively as it used to be. I think that's what they mean with this patch note, adjusted clipping to remove exploitable ledges and improve player movement. Another patch note reads, adjusted positions of props and ledges to more accurately match falling damage from CSGO, which sounds like a good update, but why is this wheelbarrow still here? Also, I saw this ROPS play against Heroic with the MP9, and I wanted to confirm if they had done anything on the map to nerf it, but after testing it, it seems like it's fully possible to do. The overpass patch notes are here in case you want to pause the video and read them for yourself, but I want to head over to the last exciting news, which comes from Gabe Follower. In his latest discovery, he has noticed some information regarding a Train remake. This is especially interesting since Train is yet to be released officially, even when we first saw it in one of Valve's own trailers, so seeing this might explain why. My guess is that they held off from releasing it to release it with a bang, but if you're still interested in the CSGO version, you can still find it in the workshop. So behind the scenes, we now have a Train remake, a kukri knife, a new weapon case, and all that stuff could end up being a nice content update for the future. Anyway, that's the coverage. Now I'm gonna go to sleep and recover from whatever I have. Peace.